Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Class 5 Collection. I am Eric, and today this is something very first on my channel I've never done before. I have never bought a Spider-Man before. Nope, never have. Not that I don't like Spider-Man or Marvel. As a collector, you have to prioritize what you have to spend your money on, and it's just DC and horror, or horror and DC have just picked away. But when I saw this at my local actually it wasn't my local, it was several towns away at Walfart, I stopped in my tracks. I literally stopped and said, no way. They made a 1977 Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man. I scanned it. It's 29 bucks. For 29 bucks, this is what they call nostalgia tax. They know someone like me sees something like this from their childhood. I was 5 years old. It's ludicrous money. I'm sorry it is. But I don't know the logistics of it because of licensing, I'm pretty sure there's crazy licensing and everything. But anyways, I don't care. I was like, I don't care. I bought it. I just had to. This packaging screams 70s. I mean, right here, the font, Spider-Man 77. And I've been looking at this since yesterday. Now, right here, this is crazy, but see this border right here? This is the actual mirror that he used when he sees himself for the first time in his costume, which I just, what a hell of a nod. Because I haven't watched this movie in, God, decades. So I did a quick search on YouTube and I found some, you can watch bits of it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the freaking mirror with him looking at it for the first time. And that was a great. So whoever designed this stuff, you knew they're probably our age, grew up watching it. And, by today's standards, yes. But you know what? When we were 5 years old, this was cool because all we had was, I think, comics, maybe a cartoon. I'm not sure even about a cartoon, but I remember the comics. But I was 5. So when the movie came out, this was freaking awesome. It was so cool. So yeah, yeah, definitely nostalgia bait, nostalgia tax, definitely. So let's wow. Okay, so I'm sorry, I gotta focus. I'm just stupid excited, as you couldn't tell. So now this could be Nicholas Hammond or his stunt double. Not sure. But I mean, even back then, when you had these guys walking, not the actor, but the stunt guys walking on the edges of these buildings and looking, 70, 80 stories down, if not more, that's crazy. It was crazy as a kid. It was so cool. Where, I grew up watching Batman and Robin, and they were on a stage, you know, instead of climbing a wall, they were like that. So these guys actually up on a roof was pretty wild. So back here, figure photography, which is nice. I love the backdrop right there. I think that's cool. Oh my God, I just love it. I just dig it. So enough with the box, because we're not here to look at boxes. That's not my forte. We are going to crack this open. And I can't tell you, I never heard, I was shocked. I don't think I've ever been that shocked. Just minding my own business, because I go like this. We don't have any DC in Walmart and in my local area. I don't know what happened for 2 years now. Nothing of DC, McFarlane. So we'll have to wait and see. Plenty of Marvel and GI Joe and stuff. That's cool, but that's just weird. So here he is in his plastic, and oh, nice. Got a little backdrop here. So my very first boxing of a Marvel figure. Isn't that sad, guys? It was exciting to me. And some, junk paperwork. That is a cool backdrop. That's what I remember of the TV show, of that POV view, and then looking down. Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy. That has definitely had to be taken from the series. That looks so 70s. Wow, that's beautiful. So that's cool. So that's the box. So he's got a pair of paws. He's got two webs. Oh, he even has a string. Now, yes, when you watched, if you ever watched the series, all they did was use rope. When they threw the nets, when he like fired them out, they would just drop a big twine of webbing. You know, very, very, very basic. Not like today's. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm trying to see how this is put in there. I don't see any ties. So this is my first time with a Hasbro Marvel, so I don't know how things are secured in. I didn't even know this was out or was going to be released. Wow, nothing in there. Great. Oh, wow. Well, first impressions, it's good. Nice. Sorry, I usually don't do the actual taking things out of the package. I don't know how people feel about that. So if you guys don't like it or like it, let me know. Because I don't mind doing it, but I can understand people like, oh god, I don't want to watch this old guy struggle with tape and stuff like that. But I give them credit for doing the web how it looked in the TV show. They didn't try to make it modern where you got like the today's Spider-Man. So that's good because I give them credit for that. And here is 1977 Spider-Man with everything out of the package. So let's take a look at his spider webs. Now, just like in the show, like I was saying, it was just very, very rope. That's all it was just rope. And they actually made it really look like that. So good job. I think that's cool. So it doesn't look like a modern day spider web. And then he comes with some, I want to say they're supposed to be like climbing hands, like when he's on the walls. Which back in the 70s, to see somebody actually clinging to a skyrise was pretty wild in my time. Now it's like, yeah, whatever. But don't forget, today they do CGI, so whatever. So here is the star attraction. Here is Spidey himself. Now, when I was a kid, I only had two live versions of Spider-Man. I had Nicholas Hammond, and I had the Spider-Man from Electric Company. Oh my god. Freaking awesome. I hope they release that one. That was cool. So, okay, back to this. So here he is. He looks good. The paint looks very good. I love it. It's very vibrant too. I'm impressed. I love the blues and the red. It's just perfect. And his utility belt. Yes, it is a Spider-Man head. And he did have one where he actually could shoot the spider web from. So, oh my god, that head portrait. Now, I wish they would have came for the price. I really wish they would have done another head portrait because he didn't always have the silver eyes with the holes in it. He actually had like blacks, almost like black sunglass lenses in there. So that would have been nice if they had a swap out head because they did alternate between the both in the series and the movie. So let's see how tall Spider-Man is. He clocks in at just a tad over 6 inches. Not bad. And in centimeters, it's 15 centimeters. Okay, so I heated him up, and so let's see. So, like I said, he does do a T-pose. Right there. He does a 360. He's got a nice bicep right there. Very good. I just recommend anytime you get figures, either hot water or hair dryer. I have a portable heater down here, and I use it. So he's got a single bend, but he can bend the elbow just fine. Now with his hand, he's got a 360, and oh, that's so cool that you can do nice. I wish more action figures could do that. Get that bend. I really like that. I'm impressed, guys. I mean, I don't collect this brand at all, so for me, wow, you guys actually sold me. I might stop buying. So you have a upper, get out of this, an upper thigh cut right there. Very good. Now this, oh, double bend in the knee. Kick his own butt. Why don't you? Nice. Right here. So you got, is it rock? Yep. Oh yeah, that's some good foot play right there. So if you got a foot fetish, there you go. He does have a wow, dude. Ouch. Yeah, I was seeing a doctor there. I did that one time. Yeah, still got problems doing that. No toe articulation, which is fine. I just think that's useless. I love that. Wow. So he can kick forward fine, which is, good. A little bit back, but because of the diaper, you're not going to go too much further. But that's, dude, this is nice. Skinny look up. Not really. Can't really look up or down. Okay. Wow. Now I'm looking at his belt, and I think the belt comes off. It's pegged in. Get out of here. That is so cool. Yes. Oh, that's such a nice touch. So if you don't want the belt, because there were times when he didn't wear the belt. Wow. Can the bracelet come off? Oh, you know what? I think if you take his paw off. Yes. Oh my god, dude, this is really really cool. Really cool. Okay, so I have to show you. Like you guys have to be showing this, but I just do it anyways because you never know. It lines up pretty good too. Wow. So that's nice. He comes, like I say, he comes with fists and he comes with some, jester hands or some web crawling on a wall. Wow. Yes. Was it pricey? Definitely. But man, I don't regret it. So nice little peg. And now people, it's not very well detailed. Well, it wasn't that detailed in the show either. You're talking 1977 TV. It was probably a little budget, very very low. Now I don't know. This is my first one into this. I don't know if all figures have this or there's gonna other. I don't know like what that's for. So if anybody knows, let me know because I say I don't know anything about this figure line. My first one. So he does have a nice little ab crunch there. I prefer this kind of cut than what McFarlane does with that stupid freak. I hate that. If you guys only knew how much I hate that cut, it makes the figure look like trash. It really does. This is nice. It's well hidden. Oh, that drives me nuts when I get that big separation. Oh my god. But nitpick, but that's just how I feel. But so this I like because it's good. Now can you lean back a little bit? So wow, I just love the emblem. Of course, that kind of bugs me just a little bit, but I'm not going to be looking at it from that way. But I don't know if this is from accessory pull or if all figures have that. So I don't know. No, I just love the colors, guys. I'm in love with this figure. I mean, can I find anything wrong? Aesthetically, no. I personally cannot. Um, the paint looks good. I don't see much bleed. Like, I don't see like blotches or anything running into each other. I'd have to say no. And that the fact that they made these they're actually accessories now, come off. So if you want him like this, which is awesome, that's great. So, wow. This, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, is probably one of the most perfect figures I have. And for the first figure that I've ever bought, Marvel or Hasbro, you know, superhero wise from them is this is a hate to say it, amazing. I hate to think of Amazing Spider-Man, but yeah, this is really good. I really don't see anything to complain about. I really don't. He's solid. He's not loose at all. Um, I think my only gripe would be the price, but it's nostalgia tax, and it worked because I'm like, whoa, and you guys know me, um, more horror, DC, and odd stuff like this. So for me to go out and buy something like this that's cool. Now with these, I guess you can just you know drape on a figure. Let me just steal Zool over here. Oh, I can't. She's got stuff on her. I put some blue tack on her because she doesn't stand up. Just give me a second. So I got a McFarlane 66 Riddler. So you could just like throw it on them, stuff like that. You know. So yeah, I if you're a fan and you can find it, grab it. I am not disappointed at all. I'm very happy with it. I really can't find much wrong with it. If there was something, I would point it out, but I think it's a wonderful figure. Its articulation is very good. Like I said, I have nothing to compare it to except for other figure lines, which is kind of an iffy thing. I mean, you're going from this to that. You can't really do that. I mean, this is under $20, and this was over 30 with taxes. But I love it. Yes, and here is my only other Spider-Man, which I did not buy. It was a gift. I got a oh, what the hell does he work? The Daily Beagle or Bugle? Yeah, Bugle. Came. I was a Lego set, so I still have him and a few other characters from there. So that's my only Spidey I have. I'm very happy with this. So yeah, wow. I definitely recommend it. 100% recommend it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the likes and subscribes and middle fingers. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Keep collecting. Peace.